Hey guys, this is Zeddy, and today we are going to look at these cassettes right here. We're going to actually buy some up on my JVC. This is a TD-V661. If you guys seen my previous videos, you know I use this deck for a lot of stuff too, besides my ZX7. But I'm choosing this deck because it does represent what most people have in their, ownership. Usually, it's kind of like middle of the road, 3-head deck. Some people don't even have a 3-head deck, but the nice thing also about having a 3-head deck, by the way, is so that, or this particular deck too, is that it has a tone generator, so that we can actually see, the levels and stuff. So we're going to use this. First tape I just put in, as you can already see, is the Maxell UR, the outgoing one. We're going to compare these to see, these other two tapes. Brand new. These are not new old stock, brand new tapes. This one been introduced in 2019 actually, and this one's been introduced in 2018. Just got these two. If you haven't checked out my other video, please do. These that's the video where I unwrapped these and compared the physical aspects of the two cassettes, the J cards and the case and all that good stuff. Now we're going to actually do some test recording, some biasing, all that good stuff. So first thing first, let's calibrate the UR. All right, so the UR needs a little bit more level. So there you go. It needs less bias, but the bias just changes the level as well. So let's dial it down a little bit. All right, so that's good. And let's see if you guys can see where that's at. So hopefully you can tell the level is, it's increased from the middle by 2 ticks almost. And the bias, we have to pull some back just a little to the left. So a little bit of, very little negative bias to get that biased up. So we're going to leave that there, and we're going to put this in. That's the Capture series. We're going to fast forward it a bit, zoom out. And just by putting the by the way, that was my printer. I don't know why it's making noises right now. Sorry. As you can see, it's basically the same as the UR, except it's more sensitive. So I can actually reduce the level, and that's it. That's all I have to do compared to the UR. But it basically biases the same as the old UR. So instead of being 2 ticks above center, this is about 1 tick above center. Not bad. Okay. So the next thing we have is this guy, the RTM Fox. Now, this is brand new to me. I haven't even stuck this into a cassette deck just yet, so this is my first experience, and practically completely different. So this is, of course, being compared to the Capture tape, so it's different than the Capture. Let's move it back to that 2 ticks and see. And notice that, of course, that's what it would have looked like if I was comparing that to the UR. So This one doesn't require that much level. In fact, here's the center. Let me center this up, right? So level wise, I didn't even have to change it. I could have just left it right in the middle. And as far as bias wise, because right now this is back to center, I need to pull back a little bit. And you can see that does it there, but now I gotta lower the level a bit. Just a little bit, and then I gotta balance these two. All right, that's where it's at. Now, once I calibrated it, this one actually needs about 1 tick to the left of center for the level, and almost 2 ticks to the left for the bias. All right, so these two seem to be similar, the UR and the capture. The only difference is this one just requires less, this is more sensitive tape, I guess, than this. That's why this one just needs need to dial down the record sensitivity compared to this. But this guy right here is completely different. This guy actually needs, the RTM Fox needs less level. It's actually a very sensitive tape compared to the other two. And the bias, it still needs negative bias, but yeah, that's where we're at with the biasing. Let's get on with the music. All right, first up is the Maxell UR. I already calibrated this, so just so you can verify. It's all good. The track that I'll be using is called Militaire Electronic by Kevin MacLeod. It is a YouTube royalty-free library, so let's give it a shot. Alright, so we're going to try it with Dolby B. for the Maxell UR. All right. Next tape is the Capture series. And I already also biased this up, so behind the scenes, you can see. So we're good there. Again, no Dolby. All right, so let's do this and let's play. All right, let's try this again, but this time with Dolby. How much quieter is that? Sorry, wrong track. Sounds pretty good to me. All right, I just calibrated the RTM Fox. So we're gonna start recording this one next. And of course, again, I'll prove it. There you go. I'm gonna put it again, make sure Dolby is off. Record it. do Dolby B now. Where did the high end go? Interesting. Okay guys, so I am editing the video right now and I just want to pull away from there just to show you what I'm doing. So I was recording on Audacity and then saving it into a WAV file, and I'm trying to match it up to the video. And then I'm muting the video's audio whenever the music plays, and I'm trying to include the hiss and everything. So hopefully this actually works out. I actually spent way more time on this. As you can see, it's already like 3 a.m. where I'm at now. So will take even longer, of course, to render and put everything else together, but hopefully it's worth the while. Well, there you have it. After testing all 3 tapes, come to the conclusion that I like the Fox better, the best, #1 in my list. Just slightly over the Maxell UR. They're actually very close though. Coming in third would be the Capture series. Not really sure why, but it sounded a lot softer than the other 2 tapes, and especially compared to the source. All 3 tapes have a significant amount of hiss. All 3 benefits from having Dolby B turned on. Oh, by the way, the Fox, even though I like it better than the UR, does have some of that high kind of roll off more. UR not so much, but I don't know, it still seems a little more divergent from the source. Capture series sounds like it's diverging from the source a significant amount. But if you're not using that as a criteria to judge, it still sounds good enough, you know, for most people to use, and probably not to notice if you're not going to compare it between source and tape. I think all 3 is fine to use, but for my money, if I were to purchase any brand new tapes, I would definitely get the Fox over the Capture. Not just because of the sound, that's a big reason, but also because of the build quality and the aesthetics. While I do like the retro kitsch, you know, kind of look that the Capture series tape have, the quality assurance doesn't seem to be there. You know, like the labels are kind of off and whatnot, and you know, things like that kind of gives you that perception of cheap tape, even though it's more expensive than the Fox. The Fox, I had a couple issues with just 2 tapes. One of them is mostly due to shipping damage, so I'm not going to fault them for that. And then one of them is definitely a manufacturing issue. But out of 10, that's not bad. Although it captures, you know, they had the one tape earlier that you guys saw in my other previous video, a major loss of tape. I mean, come on. So we complain about things like, you know, like the label being, you know, like a little off or whatever, but those are really minor, you know, compared to like a loss of tape. That's it for tonight. I am getting tired. It is now about 3:30 in the morning, 3:30 a.m. So have a good night for some of you. It's morning, but it's still night to me because I'm going to bed. All right, bye.